For live, we're back to the conference committee, H.951 budget for fiscal year 27. And the Senate is going to give the House country the proposal on the food chart, which, and also I will tell you the things on this old chart, but written all over. I can just tell you which ones we've agreed to. But there's only a couple that we have considered still open. Okay. So here's the food chart.
It's the revised.
This has a new Senate column in gray and it's different from the House. And so, and then we added two things, even though they're not food, but it's the way we're just doing it on the chart. The adult day, we wanted to see if you were agreeing to that, but that money's already accounted for.
Right.
In the construct. And then Jen's promised we wanted to have 50,000.
So you'd split the two for the adult day.
No, adult day would still get the 100,000 and then there would be an additional 50 for those promises.
Where you go? Where's my money?
That's coming partly from this difference and then from similar to the cost that you had on your sheets, which we don't have quite ready for delivery. Like to show where we got the money. I mean, we have, you can see the differences here.
So you took 50,000 out of the food and gave it to Jen's promise.
And then we added 50 to the no fund to fund the crop scratch club.
Right.
But yes, food bank,
But they
Vermont, Vermont.
dropped that by 200.
We moved back up.
So you
Most
dropped
of our
that by
position
200
Local food shelves,
and added 50 to the local food shelves. That's 150.
and then another 50 for Jet's fund. That's how it works.
Okay, so we will talk about
Yeah,
that.
we can talk about it. You can have JFO explain it about that. But we wanted to, we could talk about, I think we already talked about the issue of Jen's promise that they did the grants, so we want
Right, and
to backfill that a little bit. It's
for maybe one last time. I mean, I think they get money already from AHS for other things. It's just a sort of an extra.
this is specifically for Jen's.
Jen's promise.
No, this is not extra. They had a grant that's supposed to be trying to get them. We had a grant for this. The grant went away. Part of the problem is that that the residential setting that they have doesn't fit the same box because they have people that go on and they go to work and their housing separates them from everybody else. I think none of us want them. Yeah, so they have an $85,000 hole because they lost that grant. And I think none of us want them to go away or anything.
Right.
But my suggestion to Jenny has been in her committee and the committees of jurisdiction, check this out, figure out what's happening with that in that. And so.
Right, so that would be the next year project.
Yes, so the 50 is, the thought is 50,000 and then in the budget adjustment, we have the committee's jurisdiction.
Yes.
They come back with a recommendation.
Or in the budget.
Or the budget, or, one.
Right, because I was under the impression, I know there's a grant, but I was under the impression that they got money in addition to that somewhere else.
They might have done, I don't know,
And I don't have the interest in that. I'm not-
shortages of their reentry from correcting.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
So that's the table.
okay.
The thing we had on your other chart,
Oh, I gotta go find my spreadsheet. This one. Yeah.
so we had already closed up the retail and the chloride sales. We just wanted to emphasize that we're closing out the childcare position. We're agreeing to that, the public benefits study,
Right.
the biomaker,
Yeah,
the day shelter. That we want to see the language on this thing of justice or the reversion or the dollar amount, so that's, we're considering still open. But then also that we're not funding the Lake Champlain Derby, so we close that.
right. So I think in talking to joint fiscal, there may not be actual language because the bill already has the language, but it didn't have the reversion.
Doesn't have the reverse.
And so the budget can have the reversion.
Right.
We can write that reversion line.
So we can bring the reversion,
Yeah.
it's gonna be in the D section,
D1 something.
D1 or something, so it'll just show a reversion of the 150.
I think that's all.
Okay. Yeah, that's easy to do.
And then over, so we had already agreed to the labor board, have the commission, but we had the flood safety position that's still open. So we're gonna,
I thought we'd already agreed to that.
yeah, we had it open on, so we're saying we're agreed.
Okay, okay, yeah,
Confirm that
great,
that's what,
Yeah.
same with technical assistance.
right, the grants administration,
And then
yeah,
the Vermonters, we put back, we're going to the two.
right, right,
So,
okay,
and then we'd already agreed to the Lake Helpline, Meals on Wheels 211.
right. So the last one was the Council on Rural Development.
Yeah, so we agreed.
Okay. Yeah, great, okay. So we just need to basically get the language reversion for
Yeah.
language justice project,
Right.
which we can do that.
That should be easy, and then you guys can spend time with the food chart.
Yep.
And then
Is there anything else that's?
talk about UVM. I'll
UVM.
I'll email you the language,
Oh, dispatch,
Perfect.
yeah,
Yes,
they're-
please.
because I was also supposed to email somebody else, but I haven't had time to email it.
okay.
I don't,
The language is the number four. Did you have a chance to talk about that?
we didn't, so we should do that in the morning.
Okay, and the other is the eliminating, not concurring with the line 135. About the. Youth behavior, the additional, that are spending $1 million. That's a budget. Yeah, without a contest.
Okay, I'll,
So we'd like to remove that.
I'll have to send her a line. about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just sort of dig going. And we'll also get language to, that we had before about extending the, date for the enforcement. Yeah, on that. That's just putting back in what we had budget house, just that line, 2 lines of it, the great
Yeah.
extensions.
That's fine.
So I think that's. But I think we're getting close. I think we ought to, you know, tomorrow we can wrap up the. It sounded like the threading the needle at 9 AM might be a time of groups, because nobody has a view for at 9:30 in your committee or conference.
I think so. I have a committee meeting at 8:30 to go over the bill. It might be finished probably, but it could be finished by 9.
Okay,
Push it
that would be, yeah, but we just sort of seem to have that half-hour window, and then you're going to the floor. We're trying to get this thing.
Yeah.
We might have to, well, we might have to come back and finish our meeting later.
Yeah, okay.
So we will meet tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Same place.
Yes,
In that channel, is that.
Okay.